What is going on, Adventure Nation? In this video, we're going to explore some more of the Redwoods National Park. Or I guess we're going to explore
more redwoods.
More redwoods. This happens to be in the Redwood National Park. And a little bit more of the coast up to Crescent City. This is the Motorhome Experiment.
And as you can tell, we're all geared up, backpack and everything.
Yeah, geared up, backpacks. I've now got all of my essentials in a handy pack. All the camera stuff, which I'm always bad at carrying. We are in the Elk Country RV Park. Check this out. We've already showed them in the last video, but you'll see them down there. And we'll show you guys as we drive out. They are not kidding when they call this Elk Country.
For sure.
All right, let's go get our hike on.
Yep.
Oh, now I see the back porch you're talking about. When you're not used to being around animals, that's just crazy. We are here at the Thomas H. Kuchel Visitor Center. It's a Redwood National and State Park Visitor Center, and we're going to get some information before we go hiking. There is plenty of parking here for RVs as well, or people in little tiny cars that want to take up RV spots when there's lots of parking there. Still one of my pet peeves. Okay, as is usually the case, the visitor center was a wealth of information. And we've got two hikes that we're looking at doing. One is a 2.5 mile hike through the big redwoods, and another is about a 5 mile hike, he said, to Fern Canyon, which is the filming location for Jurassic Park 2. We're gonna start off with the 2.5 mile big redwoods hike, and then we'll have to see if we can fit in the rest, because in typical TME fashion, we're starting at 1 o'clock in the afternoon. We are in the Prairie Creek Redwood State Park, and we're going to do the Foothill Trail and the Prairie Creek Trail. We're up at the top here, and we're actually going to walk down through where Big Tree is, go down around through the visitor center, and back up to the car. 2.5 miles. Ready?
Ready.
She's ready. She's leaving. She's done with the camera. She just wants to go. Mother Nature sometimes is just one of those crazy things. This is actually a fallen tree here. So you can see a big redwood came down. And then this tree here, I think it's a completely different tree. I think Lori's right. I don't think it's a redwood. I don't know if it's not, because I don't know anything about trees, but it is really growing huge off the side of the trunk of this. It might even be that tree that's reshaped itself, and that's a branch. I don't know. Pretty cool though.
It's not a redwood.
How do you know it's not a redwood?
Just look at it. Look at the road next to you. Look at it. And it's just so different. Plus, they don't have that lower branches as well.
They all look like trees to me.
Redwood 101. They don't have lower branches.
All right, she won me over with that, because the redwoods don't have lower branches. Okay, cool. It's something different.
I win.
She's an arborist. You win this one, Lorena. You win this one.
Well, what he doesn't understand, I always win. Even when he thinks he wins, I just let him win.
That sign about sums it up. That's why we're not going to film too much today. Lorraine and I were just talking that one thing that happens when you go do walks like these, get out here in this stuff and you're hiking and enjoying it, your brain starts to go, we need to conserve this stuff. We need to somehow save this stuff. But it really does make you think a lot more about conservation and what we can do to conserve these and preserve it. And is there a better way? Are there better materials that we could be using? I don't know. I don't know what the solution is, but we only have one planet and got to figure out a way to make it survive,
we
right?
can fix the world ourselves, but we can just put our little piece of sand trying to be better.
We can't fix the world? One person at a time.
Starting with this too.
Starting with us. And that's the other thing that I must say is that if you want to make the world a better place, take a look in the mirror, make the change. Thank you, Michael Jackson, for that one. That's one of Michael Jackson's songs.
And I think RVing has making us more conscious about that. When you're in your little bubble in a house in the city, you don't think about that stuff.
Except we're wasting a lot of gas driving around the country.
I know. Is there an electric RV is a question?
No electric RV yet, but Winnebago's working on it. Winnebago, call me when you get that done. I'd like to test drive that for you. Just wanted to show you guys this because Kevin isn't here to give you this information, so I thought I'd share this. This is where in Star Wars, the Ewok village, this is where the Ewoks lived, right here, and they hung out at these trees.
I don't believe that to be true.
Pretty sure it's true. We are out of the Prairie Creek area and heading out to this little coastal drive loop. Yep. Looks like it's going to be very beautiful. We are at a place called the High Bluffs Overlook, and it is a high bluff overlook in the ocean. So it totally makes sense. It is unbelievable. If you're out here on this coastal trail, you'll come across these two buildings behind us. They look like old farmhouses, right? Well, the reason that they are still standing is because they're not old farmhouses. If you look really close, you can see that it's actually cinder block. These were made to look like farmhouses. So back when Japan had bombed Pearl Harbor, there was obvious threat that they were going to continue to do so here on the mainland as well. And submarines had already bombed operations like oil operations and ships and stuff on this side, or at least attacked them. So what they did with these buildings is the military built them to look like farmhouses, and they actually were radar stations, and they also had generators in here, diesel generators, and they were armed with 50 caliber anti-aircraft machine guns to try and protect the coast here along the Northern California coast. Pretty cool stuff and really neat historical landmarks here that you can tell very few people even come and pay any attention to them, but they're pretty cool.
We didn't even know about it. That's the amazing thing about going and discovering these little places. Like, we just stop and read the sign and what it's about, and it's like, oh my God, this is so cool. Like, if you can see in the window, you can see the shingles inside of the actual window. It goes to nowhere.
Yeah, the windows aren't even real.
Just to make it look like.
Pretty cool stuff. Had to pull over here on our way out of the coastal trail because we saw something that's really cool.
I told you about the detour.
And it looks cool and it looks out of place. So, gotta check it out. Cool, so that was all part of a bridge that was here that was wiped out in the flood of 1964. 1964 was not a good year for this area. It wiped out a lot of stuff.
It was not a good year for the world, babe.
Well, no, it wasn't a good year for the world because I was born, so that was probably why I was born. The rains came down, thunder and lightning and destroyed everything. What can I say? I'm totally responsible. And we are back at elk country. Good morning, everybody. We're just about to leave elk country RV and camp and head up the road a little bit. We are going to make a quick stop before we get to our final destination today, which is going to be Crescent City.
Yeah, not that far up the road. Basically.
Not that far up the road, yeah. Fern Canyon, the place that we were at earlier that they said was closed, or we thought was closed, is open, and we found a parking space. What's that? Well, we don't know if the road is open. Yeah. We may have to hike in, I don't know, 4 miles or something like that, but we're gonna go check it out. The road may be open where it's only gonna be like a 2-mile hike or something, so we're gonna check that out. But there is RV parking up there. We scouted that yesterday, so we're gonna leave the campground because it's checkout time and park there, and then we'll head on in. And we'll try not to film too many more trees today, but the Fern Canyon is supposed to be pretty spectacular, as Steven Spielberg used it in Jurassic Park 2, so obviously he thought it was pretty cool. So you ready to go?
Let's check it out.
Let's go. I don't know where the elk go in the morning or during the day. I think they maybe put them back in the barn or something, because they're not here in the morning. When you get back here in the afternoon, they're all over the place. So, I don't know. So elk country RV park, it's okay. I mean, it's close to Redwoods National Park.
This campground is just okay, and that's the right word. It's just not, it's not bad by any means, but it's not great. It's like, place to stay. I guess the allure of this campground is more the elk.
Yes.
That, of course, right now that we're living, there is nothing here, like not even one. No. But usually all this is full. Like every day has been full of elks.
What I will say is, if you stay in the campground, you look at the map and you always want to stay around the back and outsides of the campground. And that's what I think everybody did, because everybody's around the back and outside.
They advertise it as the meadows.
As the meadows, but you want to stay at the front side of the meadows, because this is where all of the elk are. So you want to stay up here.
Yes.
But today we're not rolling that far up. I think 50 miles up the road. But we are going to make a quick stop to try and get in a hike that we wanted to do yesterday. We just couldn't squeeze it in. This big parking lot here is the one I think we showed earlier in the video, but this allows us to park the car here, or park the coach here, drive the car up into where Fern Canyon is, and then not have to hike so far. So that's what we're doing now. You ready to get your Fern on?
I'm ready.
Let's do it. Okay, if you come out here to Gold Bluffs Beach in Fern Canyon, it is an $8 day use fee. Just make sure you have exact change, because it is self-service.
There's no ranger.
No ranger. So self-registration. So it costs us 10 bucks, whatever. And we are now driving in. It looks like the road is open, so we'll be able to go down closer. It's not gonna be a 4-mile hike. It's gonna be more like, I think, a half a mile hike. I don't know. We'll find out here in just a second. But an absolutely beautiful drive out here, and then now a nice little drive along the beach. So pretty cool.
I was actually looking forward for the 5-mile hike.
What is wrong with you, woman? All right, we made it out here to Fern Canyon, and there was a little bit of a stream crossing that you have to do, which a lot of people were parked out there. I got out of the car and walked it, looked at it like it was okay, and then as soon as we went through it, then 3-4 other cars behind us went through it. I will film that on the way out, because of course I
You were so
forgot
excited about this crossing it that we forgot to do it.
But this is going to be really cool. Now it's only about, I think, a half-mile hike, something like that. So yesterday, if we'd come out, the road wasn't open yet, it would have been about 5 miles round trip. I actually think almost 6 miles round trip. So my legs are liking that.
So it became from a workout hike to just a pretty hike, like nature hike.
Yes. Okay, I don't know how much further up we want to go. How much further up?
Go to there where all the fern is.
All right. So this is going to require, maybe we can go up over here because going this way is not going to happen, or we go up and over and then back across. Pro tip, gang, wear boots because you're probably going to get wet.
Hit Walmart before you come in.
There you go, Walmart in Crescent City before you get here. It'll save your shoes. Look, Lori's cheating.
I'm cheating, so I'm getting help.
That's right, asking for, never be too proud to ask for help. Hey Lori, at what point do we just say to heck with it and just get soaked?
I think we're at that point. We're walking on water.
All right, let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Yeah. Just.
Take off the shoes and socks when you get back to the car.
Yeah. There you go. Lorena and I have come in a few hundred yards, and I think this is where we're gonna wuss out. And it is absolutely gorgeous up in here.
I call this a success.
Oh, see, now they're telling us if we commit just a little more, we got some dry stuff up here.
At that point, we're wet though. People here have been amazing. Like, they have been helping
Yeah,
us.
they help us out.
Me.
So I think that we're toast. No, Lori, we did not come this far, and we will, who knows when we're going to get back here again.
Oh my God, are you serious?
I'm serious. I'm rolling them up. My pants aren't going to be soaking wet, but my shoes and socks are going to be destroyed. Let's do this. Come on.
Well, I have nothing to roll up. This one, they don't roll up, so.
They'll roll up a little bit. You know what? YOLO. You only live once. Let's do this. That is chilly. So, Fern Canyon, worth the trip out?
Worth the trip, for sure.
It's insane, isn't it?
It's insane.
Hey, baby. How you doing up there? Ready to head back? Around every corner, it's prettier and prettier, but let's call and head down the road.
At this point, we're
If you're
walking
gonna
in the
do
water.
something like this, you gotta get wet. I can't address you guys as "What's up, Adventure Nation" at the start of a video and then not get my feet wet when we're out at a beautiful place like this.
Where's the adventure in that?
There is no adventure in that. So cliche, YOLO, right? But you only live once. You gotta get your feet wet. You gotta get your hands dirty. That's the spice of life, and this is the stuff that really makes you feel alive, is by getting out and doing this kind of stuff. Doing things like this.
Make us happy.
This is what really makes us happy, as you can tell by the looks on our faces. But you gotta do this stuff, folks. This is the stuff that makes all of this worthwhile. Get out and have some fun, Adventure Nation.
And a lot of people are doing it here. It's just like screw it and they get wet.
Absolutely. A couple of things I want to say about this creek crossing is don't just cross any random creek without checking it and knowing what's underneath. But this one I think is good because one, I checked it, and two, the Park Service says it's okay. So.
Well, it doesn't say it's okay.
It does. It says creek crossing on the sign.
I don't think it says crossing. I think it just says stream something.
What do you want to bet, Lori?
Ice cream.
Ice cream? I'm in. Can you tell me what that sign says?
Stream crossing ahead.
Mm-hmm.
That's what it said.
So full of it. All right, we are back from our hike. I might stay with the Huckleberry Finn look. Might kind of adopt that look.
Very European.
European, pants rolled up, yeah. That ain't gonna happen. Time to roll up the road to Crescent City, and we're gonna be there for a couple of days.
1, 2, 3. I've been feeling so small. Watch the clock ticking off the wall.
All right, quick interruption. We're cutting through the Elk Prairie campground area and driving on Howard, I think it's Howard Drury Scenic Alternative, for two reasons. One, Lori wanted to get her stamp here at the National Park, and two, there is a 7% 3-mile grade up and down over on 101. You can cut through here. It's beautiful, and there's no huge hills. Bonus. Oh yeah, and you want to stop here at the visitor center. There's parking all along the road here, both sides. So no matter which way you come in from, you can park here, and the visitor center is just over there. Parking's pretty good too.
Or I could be someone else. No one's stopping me now. I'm gonna skip my breaks. I'm gonna make mistakes. I just wanna feel alive. It's just what I do when I'm out. So try not to hold me down. Feel alive when I'm in this town. Look at those beautiful stars.
All right, we're here at Shoreline. Check-in only took about 20 minutes because nobody was here for 15, but we're checked in. As you can see out the front there, it is just a flat campground with a bunch of pull-throughs. We are actually going to stay right along the harbor's edge in a pull-in, so should be interesting.
Stars, I wanna drive a faster car. Nothing can break me. No, nothing can break me.
Good morning, everybody. I guess it's good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. This is Sheila there, and that's Charlie. Our viewers from Medford, Oregon?
Yes,
Central Point, Oregon, and they came over here to Crescent City to hang out for the day, and now we're gonna go on a little adventure. If you haven't seen us in a few days, make sure you try to find these guys where they put the bodies.
They'll never find you.
Yeah.
We are out at Stout Memorial Grove, and we're gonna take a quick hike and check it out. So we're gonna bring you guys along with us. You guys have been out here before?
I have.
Oh,
He
okay.
hasn't.
Oh, Charlie has not. Okay, cool. Always remember, dismount horse before bridge. And we are out driving around Crescent City now, and thought we'd stop by the Battery Point Lighthouse. Check it out. You can actually see our coach. It's across the bay there somewhere. We've lost Charlie to the motorcycles. I can kind of see that what's going to happen is we're going to walk out here. High tide is going to come in and we're not going to be able to get back. That'll be awesome. The bay, you can see back over there to the campground over there in the distance. I think, can you see Ozzy in the window? You can't? No, we can't either. Yes, Sheila, I'm insane.
Are we all?
Look at that. Yeah, you guys thought I was kidding when I said that high tide might strand us out there. You got a few minutes, guys. Your feet are gonna get wet. There, look at that. She's got her waterproof boots on. All right, we are a little bit windblown. We were kind of complaining that the hours of the lighthouse today were only 10 to 2, but not being able to get back off of the little island because of high tide, probably a reason that it's not open past 2 o'clock.
So it's pretty smart to close at 2 o'clock.
Yeah, because it's 3:20 right now, and we were just a few minutes from not being able to get back to the mainland. How dramatic is that? We would have been trapped for hours on the island.
We need more drama in this
channel.
channel.
Yeah, we need more
people.
drama. I should have pushed you into the ocean when I had a chance.
Jeez, that's mean.
Lorena is in taking a little nap, so I thought I'd pop out here and sit by the bay and check it out. Beautiful afternoon. A little chilly, but just beautiful out here. Hey folks, what's going on? It's really late. I gotta be quiet because Lorena's asleep. It's like 3 o'clock in the morning, and I've cut, I've edited, I've done as much as I can with this video, and that's all I've got for you guys. So time for you guys to get on out of here. But before you do, make sure you hit that subscribe button, especially if it's your first time here. You'll want to hang out with us a little bit, maybe get to know us, and then maybe you'll understand more about why we are like we are in our videos. Thanks for watching. We'll see you again soon. Make sure you hit that like button. Check us out on Facebook and Instagram, and we'll see you again soon. Bye now.